is a new card. This is my second card for this trip. We're at 535.2 and it's 3:37. We're at Apostle Islands Park. We're leaving it. I didn't spend a whole lot of time here. There is some Canon footage here. I think to come here you really should go on a boat of some kind to see it because it's the islands. But there's a thing there. Got some pictures of that boat. A little bit of the seashore. It's 3:37. It's the 26th of August. We're going the wrong way. What the heck? I think we gotta go out. Where do we go out at? I think we go out over here. This part of my trek, I'm doing 13. Oh, this is the wrong way. What the heck? How do they have this set up? Well, maybe you have to go back this way. Let's see where this road goes. Okay. Looks like I got camping back here. Campground. Looks like they're all on top of each other. Jeez. If they're as quiet as they were where I was this morning, it's not so bad. I mean, I was surprised. That many people in there and it was that quiet. I'm impressed with humanity there. I'm pretty impressed there that they were that considerate. And there were no dogs barking. I heard one individual bark from a dog, but it already woke up. It was quiet there. There were no kids crying. I mean, I was in my car, but still, you would hear that. It was quiet there. So a little bit of hope for humanity there, I guess. I know when we were kids, we went to one and it was noisy. The place was noisy. Mom and Dad didn't like it either. That was at Jellystone Park. That was 45 years ago or something. I mean, that was a long time ago. That was back in the 80s or something like that. No, early 80s or late 70s. I mean, where I live, people are kind of noisy. The community's kind of gotten noisy. It's not real bad. It could be a hell of a lot worse. But I remember what it was like when I first moved there. We didn't have ATVs and stuff like that, and people driving by with their radio. I mean, it could be worse though. It's not real bad, but it's noisier than it used to be when I first moved there. The cities back in the 90s were nice, and the people didn't feel motivated to leave them. And then about 10 years ago, I think maybe even in the 2020s, I think it kind of got expensive to live in the cities. And people got out because it was so expensive. And then after Biden came in, the crime rate went way up. And I know the Democrats don't want to admit that, but it's true. The crime got real bad. I mean, when I used to go to Chicago back in like 2000, it was nice, and people liked being there. There were people there. They were moving in there. They were building condominiums and homes in the inner city of Chicago. Everybody kind of wanted to be there, including myself, and I'm glad I didn't move there. I'm glad I didn't buy anything. I did buy a condo, but I sold it. I'm glad I didn't stay because it's too expensive and there's crime. Maybe Trump said something about fixing Chicago. I guess Chicago's really bad now. It's kind of scary to think about it. I mean, I used to go on the trains every week. I mean, I went 4 days a month on the train. I went every other weekend, which is 4 days a month. And I went all over Chicago. I mean, I didn't go to the bad areas because there really wasn't anything there for me to see, but I went all over Chicago. I never felt like I was at risk or anything like that. I was careful, but okay, which way do we go? I'm gonna go right. For some reason I'm thinking we should go right, but I don't know which way we go. Okay, the route looks like it's Peters out the other way. Bayfield, yeah, Bayfield. This goes to Bayfield. Okay. Just pick up 13. It looks like you can go either way and still get get to where you're going. I'll continue on 13. But I was comfortable in Chicago and the suburbs. It was nice. I didn't mind riding the trains or anything. I mean, there were people there that maybe were doing things they shouldn't, but it wasn't real bad. I remember they had the coconut game, but that's about as bad as I saw. And I used to sell Streetwise in the 90s. It was a nice place to be. And then it seemed like in the last, since 2020 or something, it just went downhill, and the statistics show it too. The Democrats don't want to acknowledge it, but Trump, they made a mess out of Washington, D.C., and now Trump's fixing that. He took over. He says, we're pulling in the police or troops or something. I can't remember what he did, but he's fixing it. He's pulled in men there, and they're straightening it out. And there's people there that are glad that he's doing it. They're happy that he's doing it. And the Democrats, they let that all go like that. And I think his next city is Chicago. And oh yeah, that would be nice if he could straighten Chicago out. I mean, when I was there, it was good. Chicago was pretty good, and it went bad later on. After I moved out, it went to pot, and it went bad. It sounds like it went bad in the last 4 or 5 years. I think it might have happened under Biden. And there's Democrats are running the city. They drew all those people in, and then they jacked up the prices for everything, and they let the crime go to hell. I mean, they don't. The people who are running the place don't give a shit about the place at all. They've destroyed it, and a lot of people are leaving. I mean, I've talked to people. The guy that gave me the tour of Trump Tower, he says, I'm leaving. That's what he told me. He showed me the Trump Tower and how much he enjoyed that and everything, and then he turned around and told me he's leaving Chicago. He's going to move down. He already moved by now. I don't know if I have that posted yet or not. I might have that already featured. That's a Canon. I'll put it on if I don't have it yet. But he said he's leaving. It's just Chicago. I think it sounded like it's just too messed up. Getting out. A lot of people left. The buildings are half occupied, and I watched them build all those buildings, and I should post some of that stuff. They built all those buildings in the early 2000s when I lived there, and everybody